What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you had a great Labor Day weekend. So we had a little break yesterday. Um, so we're back. New episode today. This episode was all kind of messy. I was tweeting a little bit about today's episode and stuff like that on Twitter. Today's episode was just messy as hell. Morgan. Morgan was all types of messy today, but I'll get into that later. Um, the scene I liked the most today was the hospital scene. Um, Not just the Alexis, Nicholas, Silas, Sam, and Julian scene. I love that scene today. Um, and I love the Felix and Brad scene today. That scene I like the most out of all the scenes today. I think I like them scenes better. Um, so anyway, Britt. I love Britt, and here's why I love Britt, because even when her back is up against the wall, where like your back is up against the wall and you don't have no choice but to tell the truth, she still manages to tell the truth and put some lies into it. And that's what I love about her, because only she and a few other people that I've seen on the soap opera, when their back is up against the wall, could actually tell the truth and lie at the same damn time. And that's what I love about her. But when she said Brad was the baby father, I fell out. I was like, what the fuck? Is there no end to her lies? I mean, here you go, start out telling the truth, and then you end with some lies. Only Britt Westbourne. That's why I like her. Patrick is a tool. He needs to go sit his ass down somewhere. I just can't wait for Robin to come back. Hopefully that'll mellow him out some. Maybe he'll get smarter. But yeah, Britt, like, she laid it to him. Like, she was telling him some of the truth and he still didn't want to believe her, with caution. I understand why he didn't want to believe her. But at the same time, I mean, what more do you want? I mean, the woman's pregnant. You're hollering and screaming at her. I mean, it's simple. Get another DNA test and call it a day. What do you need to know the name of the father for? Get another test and boom, call it a day. And you'll get your answers. You don't need to know the name of the father. So this shit was just crazy. I loved how Nicholas came up in here and basically shooed his ass up out of there. Nicholas and Britt, like I said, I want them together. I like them. Soon as all her lies come out, and I think she's more honest with Nicholas than she is with anybody else, to be quite honest. I mean, she ain't telling Nicholas everything, but she's more upfront with him to a certain extent. So I like how Nick is like protecting her and she's confiding in him. He's basically like gaining her trust, which I like. Anyway, the hospital scene with everybody together, like I said before, I'm happy for Danny. He's finally getting a bone marrow thanks to his grandfather, Julian. The scene with Julian, he was telling Sam, that there's two things that he want from her in return, is for her to take good care of her son, and two, for him to be a part of their lives as their friend. And the hug that she gave Julian and stuff, and when Alexis walked in and smiled, I was like, yo, I could definitely see all three of them as one big happy family, plus Danny. You know how ideal, like how good that family would look together, minus the mob shit, but they would definitely look good together. Silas and Sam, I know what I said. I don't want them together or whatever, but you have to admit that the writers did do a slow build with them. They didn't immediately hook Sam up with Silas. You know what I'm saying? They're slowly. I mean, Silas has been in town now since May, and we're in September, and this is the first time Silas and Sam has ever even kissed, and he's only been in town for a few months, and this is the first time where they ever had like a kissing scene. So you have to admit it was a slow build. But I mean, if they get together, they get together. I'm just happy that Sam is smiling, because if they get together, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just gonna happen. But I'm happy that Sam is happy. You know what I'm saying? Because she doesn't really smile that much since Jason been going. But I'm glad that she's smiling more often. So that's all I really care about. And besides, I love Kelly Monaco. So if anything to keep her on the show. I don't like some of the storylines that they put her in, but it is what it is. I mean, like I said, I can't do anything about it, so I could just sit back and watch. But yeah, Sam and Silas, they finally kissed. I guess it was in the heat of the moment, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow she's gonna try to downplay it, of course, because that's how Sam do. But anyway, what can I say about Morgan? Morgan, I don't know what to say about him calling the cops about that gun. Honestly, I don't know what to say about that. Whether it was the right thing to do, the wrong thing to do, or indifferent. I don't know what to say. All I know is he did what he felt he had to do. Do I think he did it to get back at Michael? Hell yes. I think he did, because giving Anna Devane that gun is just going to strengthen her case against AJ, and I think he knew that, and he wanted to do it just to get back at Michael. And Kiki, with all her billions of lies, sitting there telling Morgan that she went to the hospital and whatnot. And when Anna Devane came over, because, you know, Morgan called her about the gun, but when Anna came over to tell him, you know, to get the gun, and she mentioned how Kiki was at the police station, I fell the fuck out. I was like, wow. Kiki, it looked like she was about to turn beet red. It looked like she seen a ghost when Anna mentioned that shit. And then when Morgan was sitting there questioning her about going to the police station, she just kept answering him, talking about yes. Like, she didn't even care. That's how Kiki facial expressions was, and the way she was answering the questions was like she don't even care. It was like, hold on one second. Minding my business.
Yeah, you working? No. Well,
So is you black bastard. So anyway, excuse that interruption. Kiki is a hot ass mess. Morgan needs to dump that bitch. Yeah, Morgan needs to dump the bitch. So anyway, yeah, he just needs to dump her. AJ, you're done. You're going to prison. I know that gun was his, but I don't think he shot it. Diane was the shit. Michael, I'm sick of him. Morgan and Michael are set up like AJ and Jason. Felix and Brad, I loved it because we found out more about Brad. You know, Brad was teased, so now Felix wants to be with him. Patrick punched him in the face, which is crazy. But anyway, today's episode was good. Felix, Brad, I could see them as a couple. But anyway, I will see all y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.